are live here at Georgia Highlands College in Rome, Georgia. We got the number 8 and 9 team as a play-in game. We have East Georgia State versus Albany Tech. Starting lineup is about 30 seconds away, and we'll get rolling. For both of these teams is either a win or a go-home situation for them today. So we should see a lot of high-level basketball being played tonight, and both teams really getting at it. There's a lot of good guard play on both teams. East Georgia State starting lineup. Number 1, Eric Johnson. Number 11, Jamari Baker. Number 14, Jamari Etienne. Number 24, Milton Rose. And number 35, Savon Wilson to round out the starting five for the Bobcats. Albany Tech starting five. Number 0, Deion Johnson. Trey Gozier, number 1. Number 3, Jamari Clarkson. 23, Montrell Cicero. Number 31, Ladarius Kelly to round out the starting five for Albany Tech. Albany Tech will be in the white. East Georgia State is in the green. Albany Tech wins the jump ball. 0. Deion Johnson has it up top. And he looks to probe around. Deion fires up the two-point shot. No good. Rebound by East Georgia State. And quickly into the front court. It's number 1, Eric Johnson. Looks like for the first couple minutes of the first half here, both teams are feeling each other out. Got a pull-up jump shot, miss, rebound, offensive rebound, up and good by number 35, Savon Wilson. Savon Wilson is a really athletic guy. Gives a lot of teams troubles with his athletic ability and his ability to shoot the basketball. Shot up and no good. Rebound to East Georgia State as they quickly come into the front court and get into a half-court set. It's like Albany Tech is starting out in a 2-3 zone. See if we can get some dribble drive penetrations. This East Georgia State team is pretty good at shooting the long ball. And as I said, the long ball just went up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech. And they're quickly into the front court and met by the defense of East Georgia State. Shot up and good. Montreal Cicero, number 23, knocks down the mid-range jump shot to tie the ball game at 2. Looks like we have a blocking call. 31, Ladarius Kelly. Sending number 11, Jamari Baker, to the line to shoot 2. Seventeen 15 in the first half. The score is 3-2 in favor of East Georgia State. They currently have the ball right now on offense. Albany Tech still in the 2-3 zone. Mid-range jump shot from the elbow is good by number 24, Milton Rhodes, for 2. Three-point shot up and good. That's 0, Deion Johnson with the 3. Looks like a blown assignment as he was wide open in the corner on the baseline for a 3-point shot. Got a shot up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech, and they quickly go into the front court. The ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with Albany. And we have a timeout. East Georgia State calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. 16-13 in the first half. The score is 5-5. We only have one foul call in the first half of this game. Um, Back and forth. Looks like both teams are just trying to fill each other out. We have a couple of missed assignments. Good offensive rebounds by both teams, and we are all tied up at 5 apiece. Albany take inbounds the ball. Get a mid-range shot up, no good. Offensive rebound by Albany Tech. Shot clock did not reset. 6 seconds left. Floater by number 1, Trey Dozier with the teardrop. East Georgia quickly into the front court. Looks like they're going to try to establish the ball inside. No kick back out. Shot up, no good. And we have a block shot by number 31, Ladarius Kelly with the block. And we have a turnover by Albany Tech. East Georgia State basketball. Three-point shot up and no good by East Georgia. They get the offensive rebound. And goes up and misses the layup. Albany Tech comes down with the rebound and walks it up into the front court. Shot attempt up, no good, air ball. Rebound by East Georgia, and they quickly come into the front court. Mid-range jump shot on the baseline, up and good. Jamari Baker. And we have a tie score again at 7 apiece. 14 minutes left to go in this first half. Nice look inside to Dion Johnson with the finish. Looks like Albany Tech is going to come with a little bit of zone pressure, and East Georgia beats it pretty quickly and easily. We got a block shot, but East Georgia gets it back. Shot up and good. Jamari Etienne with the 2-point basket. Nice looking stroke from the elbow. Nice cut by Dion Johnson going to the basket. Accepts the contact by number 24, Milton Rose. His first team foul. Sending Dion Johnson to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good. It's 13-33 in the first half, left to go in the first half. The score is 9 apiece. Second shot up and no good. Rebound East Georgia, and Albany Tech is back in their press. East Georgia beats the press pretty easily, and they look to run some kind of offense, but there's a takeaway, a steal by Albany Tech. Quickly up the floor. Dion Johnson gets bumped, scores the basket. Foul on number 1, Eric Johnson. East Georgia State. Deion Johnson goes to the line to try to knock down this free throw. Make a three-point play the hard way. Free throw shot up and no good. Looks like Johnson is having a tough time with those free throws. We get a rebound by East Georgia, and they quickly into the front court. Looks like Albany Tech is going to stay in that 2-3 zone. Almost a steal by Albany Tech. They get a jump ball, and it will be East Georgia State's basketball. And we have a shot clock violation on East Georgia. Albany takes basketball. Three-point shot up and good. Trey Gozer, the three-point shot for Albany Tech. 12-15 left to go in the first half. The score is 15-9 in favor of Albany Tech. Looks like this 2-3 zone is really giving East Georgia problems. We got a steal there by number 1, Trey Gozer. Three-point shot up and good, no good by Tobias Graham. And quickly back into the front court is East Georgia State as they try to look for some creases in that zone. Three-point shot up and no good. Offensive rebound by East Georgia. They're trying to find some open spots in this zone defense. Go inside to number 24. Milton Rose goes up, misses the jump shot. Albany Tech comes down with the rebound. Montavious Fluellen kicks it out. Two-point shot attempt, no good. Out of bounds. East Georgia State basketball. .10:50 left to go in the first half. The score is 15-9 in favor of Albany Tech over East Georgia State. East Georgia State goes inside to number 35. Savon Wilson gets the contact, scores the basket, and he's fouled by number 3, Jamari Clarkson, sending Savon Wilson to the free throw line to see if he can make one to get a three-point play. Huh? Oh. For Albany Tech? Nah. We got a foul on Albany Tech, number 25. It's like the coach was asking if he was in the act of shooting or not on that foul. And we get a reach-in foul. Green, 35 with the reach in. Savon Wilson with the reach in foul. Quickly into the front court is Albany Tech. That's Montavious Fluellen. Looks like East Georgia is wrapping up their defense. Almost a steal, but too aggressive on the defense on that trap. And we got a foul. Number 14, Jamari Etienne. And we got an unforced turnover by Albany Tech. East Georgia State, with the basketball in the front court. And they're moving around trying to find a soft spot in this zone. They drive it baseline, and we get another steal by Albany Tech. Those guards have really quick hands reaching in there, stealing the basketball. Three-point shot up and good. That is number 1, Trey Gooser, who knocks down another three-point shot for Albany Tech. Three-point shot up and good. Jamari Etienne for 3. And East Georgia State really needed that three-point shot attempt to fall there. 9 minutes left to go in the first half. The score is 18-14. Albany Tech. Three-point shot up and no good. Rebound East Georgia State. And they're quickly into the front court. Pull-up jump shot, miss, and rebound Albany Tech. And they are quickly off to the races. And we get a dunk attempt, and we get a foul. Looks like the foul is on number 22, Kenzie Burgess. Sending number 31, Ladarius Kelly, to the line. Shoot 2. First shot up and good. Second free throw up and no good. Rebound East Georgia State as they bring it into the front court. So Albany Tech is still in the 2-3 zone. Three-point shot attempt up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech. And they're quickly back up the floor. Dump off to number 31, and we get a foul on number 1. Eric Johnson of East Georgia State commits the foul, sending Ladarius Kelly, number 31, Ladarius Kelly, back to the line to shoot 2. First shot up and no good. 8:20 left to go in the first half. The score is 19-14. Ladarius Kelly is at the line. On his second free throw is up and no good. It's like a couple of chances to add on to that lead, and Kelly just could not find his shot on those free throws. Three-point shot up and good off the glass by number 5, Stacy Maston. I don't know if he called that or not, but it counted. 2-point game, 19-17 with 7:50 left to go in the first half. Albany Tech and number 1, Trey Gooser, said, I'll take care of that goes down, pulls up at the elbow, and knocks down the mid-range jump shot. East Georgia State back on their offense, trying to probe, and we get a traveling violation call. We got a turnover by East Georgia State. Looks like East Georgia is going to a zone, 2-3 zone as well. And we got an illegal screen on number 13. 31, Ladarius Kelly with the illegal screen. Montreal Cicero comes back into the game for Kelly, who picks up his second foul. Shot attempt up, no good by East Georgia, and Albany Tech gets the rebound. Shot attempt up, no good. Albany Tech comes with the rebound, offensive rebound. Looks like they forgot to reset the shot clock. They're going to do it right now. Then they're going to set it back to 28 seconds. .16:38 left to go in the first half. The score is 21-17 in favor of Albany Tech against East Georgia State. Albany Tech has the basketball. About 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Three-point shot up and good. Deion Johnson with another three for Albany Tech. East Georgia quickly brings it into the front court. Three-point shot attempt up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech, and they advance the ball up the floor, but too far in front of Trey. Trey could not catch up to that one. East Georgia State basketball. Let's see if they can come up with a bucket here. Make sure that this game doesn't get out of hand. Two-point shot up and good by the lefty. Number 14, Jamari Etienne. Two-point basket. We have 5:20 left to go in the first half. The score is 24-19. Albany Tech. Three-point shot up and no good. Quickly back is East Georgia with a missed layup attempt. Rebound East Georgia and up and in. Again, that is Jamari Etienne with his second basket. Three-point shot up and no good. Rebound East Georgia State with the ball. And they quickly advance it into the front court. Two-point shot up and no good. Rebound East Georgia State. Number 24, Milton Rose with the rebound and putback. Got a pump fake and a bucket by number 2, Tobias Graham. Shoots over the top of Milton Rose for the two-point basket. Great ball movement, but we have a turnover by East Georgia State. And Stacy Masson with the turnover, and quickly off the bench is Eric Johnson back into the game for East Georgia State. Shot up, no good. Rebound number 23. And East Georgia State with the rebound. Shot goes up, no good. Albany Tech with the rebound and back into the back and forth game. Here we go. Shot attempt up, no good. Looks like we have a timeout by the referee. Injured player. 3:12 left to go in the first half. The score is 26-23 in favor of Albany Tech. Quick inbound pass to number 5 for Albany Tech. Misses the lay-in, and East Georgia State quickly back on the other end for a 2-point basket. 1-point game. Score is 26-25 in favor of Albany Tech. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Shot attempt up and no good by Albany Tech. East Georgia State with the rebound and quickly into the front court. Looks like they're trying to establish inside post position. We have about 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Three-point shot up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech. They quickly advance the ball into the front court. And we get a steal by East Georgia and a lay-in. And just like that, East Georgia State has a 1-point advantage with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go in the first half of this basketball game. We have a back and forth contest, and it doesn't seem like anybody wants to just take control of this basketball game. Just a back and forth affair. We get an air ball jump shot by Albany Tech. East Georgia State with the rebound and quickly back up the court. Number 22 drives in. Kenzie Burgess with his shot attempt. Gets the foul from number 23, Montrell Cicero, sending Burgess to the line to shoot 2. First free throw up and good. Second free throw is good as well. 1:20 left to go in the first half. Score is 29-26 in favor of East Georgia State. Albany Tech comes into the front court and looks to get into some kind of rhythm, as they've missed the last 3 layups on that end of the floor. And East Georgia State comes out with it. 3 ball up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech. Looks like they may have dodged a bullet on that one. It's a really good look at a 3-point shot by East Georgia, but they just could not knock it down. Trey Gouger, who's had a good first half, has the ball in the front court, misses. But we get a follow-in tip back by Montreal Cicero. And with that, it's a one-point lead by East Georgia State. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. It's like East Georgia State is going to hold for the last shot. And we get a turnover. Double dribble. Albany Tech basketball. Timothy Gant into the game for Albany Tech. And it's halftime. The score is 29-28 in favor of East Georgia State Bobcats. Half court stats. East Georgia State. Leading scorer for East Georgia State is number 14, Jamari Etini. Leading scorer for Albany Tech with 11 points is Deion Johnson, followed by Trey Guzier with 10. Like Albany Tech shot about 40% from the field, 44% from the three-point line, and just 28% from the free throw line. East Georgia State shot 47% from the field, 20% from the three-point line, and 60% from the free throw line. Second leading scorer is number 24, Rhodes, who had 6 points for East Georgia State. Score is 29-28, and we are still at halftime here at the Corral, Rome, Georgia, home of the number 2 nationally ranked Chargers. We're ready for the start of the second half of action with East Georgia State and Albany Tech. Albany Tech with the basketball. Shot goes up, and we got a traveling call. East Georgia State basketball. And Albany Tech is coming out with a little full court pressure here. And East Georgia beats it easily, getting the ball into the front court. And they're taking their time, moving the ball around, trying to probe that zone. If we can get a little dribble drive penetration, and we have a turnover. So 2 straight turnovers to start the second half of play in this basketball game. Albany Tech basketball. Deion Johnson is bringing the ball up the court. He's the leading scorer with 11 points. Number 1, Trey Gozier hits a 3-point shot. And he continues to play well as he did in the first half. Here early in the second half of play. 3-point shot up, no good, but he steps out of bounds. Jamari Etienne. So 2 straight turnovers for East Georgia State to start this first half. And we get a layup. Number 31, Ladarius Kelly. Great find by Trey Gozier. And we have a third turnover. 3 straight turnovers for East Georgia State. And I'm sure the coaching staff is not happy with how the guys are coming out to play this second half of this basketball game. They went into halftime with a 1-point lead. Now they are down 4 early in the second half. Albany Tech not able to capitalize. They turn the ball over themselves. And they come out with a full court press. And let's see how East Georgia State handles the press. They get it across pretty good. Number 14, Jamari Etienne with another mid-range pull-up jump shot. And Jamari has had a nice game. And we got a blocking foul. Fouls on Green. Georgia State, Eric Johnson picks up the personal foul, tries to slide in there to take the charge, but was a little bit late. Sending number 31, Ladarius Kelly, to the line to shoot 2. And that was a nice find by Trey Gozier to hit him with the dump off to put him in position to score. Let's see if he can knock down these 2 free throws to add to this lead. First free throw up and good. .41 left to go in the game. The score is 34-31 in favor of Albany Tech. Second free throw up and good by Ladarius Kelly. East Georgia brings it into the front court, trying to find an opening in this 2-3 zone. Good dribble drive penetration, kick out for an elbow jump shot by Milton Rose. It's like they got some penetration on that. Some pretty deep penetration, kick out for the wide open elbow jump shot by Rose. Great penetration that time for East Georgia State. Albany Tech comes into the front court. Looks like they're going to do a side screen and roll, see if they can get a mismatch. Great defense by East Georgia. Shot goes up. Rebound, East Georgia State, and they quickly advance it into the front court. Go inside. Rose quickly over to Savon Wilson for two. And like that, we have a tie score. First few trips down the floor, East Georgia State had about 3 turnovers back to back. Looks like we have a little out of control play here, and looks like the player was bailed out with a foul. Number 3, Jamari Clarkson with a personal foul. East Georgia State basketball as they inbound on the baseline. Shot goes up. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, East Georgia. And they get their second rebound. And we get an offensive foul. Number 1, Eric Johnson with the offensive foul. And that would be Johnson's 4th personal foul on the player control foul. That's a big loss for East Georgia State. Looks like he had a swing pass there, but just chose to drive it in and picked up that 4th personal foul. Got a shot attempt by Albany Tech, no good. Rebound, East Georgia State. Shot up and no good. And looks like we're going to stay here. White 31 with the push. Ladarius Kelly with the push. East Georgia inbounds the ball in on the baseline. Looks like they're trying to establish inside position. They get a high screen and roll. 3-point shot up and good by Jamari Etienne. With another 3-point shot. Backdoor cut by Albany Tech. And they get a turnover. And it looks like Jamari for East Georgia State is going to try to take over this basketball game in the second half, put his team on his shoulders. And from the looks of it, he is willing, and more than willing and able to do that. Shot goes up. Foul on number 1. Trey Gozier with the foul. Sending number 5, Stacy Maston, to the free throw line to shoot 2. .24 left to go in the ball game. The score is 38-35. Second free throw is up and good. 39-35 is the score. East Georgia State ahead of Albany Tech in this basketball game. Two-point shot up and good. Trey Gozier with another bucket. He's trying to keep Albany Tech in this basketball game single-handedly. East Georgia looks to get Jamari open, but he travels. Turnover, Albany Tech basketball. Albany Tech with the basketball in the half court set. Looks like they're coming with a high screen and roll. They're going to work with Trey. He drops it off to Montreal Cicero for the elbow jump shot. Great assist by Trey. Not only can he score, but he can also pass the ball. He's had a couple of really good assists this game. It looks like East Georgia is holding the ball a little bit too much. A lot of dribbling, and we get a forced three. No good. Albany Tech with the rebound, and we get a silly foul on Jamari Baker. Don't really agree with that foul about 30 feet away from the basket by Baker, but anyway, with 12:45 left to go in the game, the score is tied at 39. Albany Tech has the basketball, and they're playing against East Georgia State. Trey Gozier has the ball up top, and he's going to try to do some work. Three ball up and good. Trey Gozier for three. And East Georgia State coaching staff has seen enough of that and call a timeout. 12:20 left to go in the game. The score is 42-39 in favor of Albany Tech with that three-point shot by Trey Gozier. And we're back live. 12:20 left to go in this game. The score is 42-39 in favor of Albany Tech over East Georgia State. East Georgia State has the ball sidelines out of bounds. And we're live. It's like East Georgia's going to come with a high pick and roll. Skip pass. Shot is up and good by Wallace Smith. That was a great play out of the timeout called by the coaching staff of East Georgia. They really needed that basket there because Trey Gozier was really finding his rhythm for Albany Tech. And it looks like Trey Gozier is on the sideline right now for Albany Tech. And we get a turnover. East Georgia State with the basketball brings it into the front court. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound, Albany Tech, and we get a foul on Wallace Smith with the personal foul. Albany Tech brings the ball into the front court. And Trey Gozier is back in the game. And he goes right back to work. Throws up a floater, misses, gets his own rebound, thinks about a 3-point shot, and wisely brings it back out to run clock and see if he can get a better shot. Looks as though East Georgia is not going to allow Trey to beat them single-handedly, so they're bringing a second defender up to get the ball out of Trey's hands. But Trey is a very capable passer as well as a scorer, so they may get burnt with his passing instead of just scoring. So the big guys in the post to finish the shot. Shot goes up. A lot of contact, but no foul call. East Georgia State quickly back up the floor. Shot attempt goes up and good. Jamari Baker for 2. 10:30 left to go in the game, and it's 43-42. It's a back-and-forth game. With that bucket, East Georgia State takes a 1-point lead over Albany Tech. Out of bounds. East Georgia State basketball. East Georgia State with the ball in the half-court set. Looks like they're going, Albany Tech is going with a boxing 1 on number 14 of East Georgia. So, Jamari Baker said, if you're going to go a boxing 1, I'll just take over this game, and scores with the pull-up jump shot. Chris Gozier brings it across front court. And we get a foul. Number 22, Kenzie Burgess with the foul. Scores 45-42. 9:27 left to go in the game. Albany Tech has the ball. Down 3. And we get a turnover. Quickly back up the floor is East Georgia. Shot up and no good. Rebound Albany Tech. And they're quickly up the court. And that's number 13, Montavious Fluellen for 2. And we're right back to a 1-point lead by East Georgia. Mid-range jump shot up, no good. Rebound, East Georgia, up, no good. And we got a foul on Trey Gozier with the push. 8:46 left to go in the game. It's 45-44 in favor of East Georgia State. Over Albany Tech. And we get a foul on number 13, Montavious Fluellen with the foul. East Georgia State with the basketball here in the front court. 8:30 left to go in this basketball game, and they hold a slim 1-point lead. And we get a 2-point basket by Wallace Smith probing the baseline for the easy deuce. Albany Tech brings it up into the floor. Fluellen has the ball, controlling the offense, kicks it off to Trey. Shot goes up, and it is blocked. And East Georgia comes back, turns it over, but it's out of bounds to East Georgia State. .806 left to go in the game. The score is 47-44 in favor of East Georgia State. Three-point shot up and good. Jamari Itini for three. And with that, East Georgia State has a 6-point lead, 50-44. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this basketball game. Albany takes basketball. Fluellen goes to the lane, takes the contact, gets the foul call on number 22, Kenzie Burgess. Fluellen goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw up and good by Fluellen. Ready for his second attempt. Second shot is up and good. Three-point shot up and good. Wallace Smith for three for East Georgia State. And it looks like other people are stepping up. And Trey Gozer with the mid-range pull-up. Two-point shot up, no good. Rebound by Albany Tech. And quickly into the front court. It's Fluellen. Kicks it over to Trey. Looks like they're coming with a trap. Trey goes away from the trap. Gets contact on the dribble drive penetration by number 24. Milton Rose with the personal foul. Sending Trey to the free throw line to shoot two. First free throw up and no good. .620 left to go in the game. The score is 53-48 in favor of East Georgia State. Trey Gozer is at the free throw line for his second free throw. It is up and good.
we got a timeout by East Georgia State, 30-second timeout. 6:20 left to go in the game. The score is 53-49 in favor of East Georgia State over Albany Tech. Looks like the coaching staff of Albany Tech is going to give Trey Gozer a quick breather here and then put him back in for the remaining of this basketball game. Maybe a very questionable call by the coaching staff to bring your best offensive player out of the game at this point. You're down by 4 with 6 minutes left to go in the game. Two-point shots up and good. Mr. Rhodes. Milton Rhodes with the mid-range jump shot in the short corner. And we got a timeout, Albany Tech. Let's see if he's going to put Trey back into the game. And it looks like Trey is going back to the scores table to check back into the game. 5:57 left to go in the game. 55-49 is the score. East Georgia State in the lead. And I guess the coach must have heard me say that it was probably not a good idea to take Mr. Gozer out of the basketball game. So he quickly calls a timeout and inserts him back into the lineup. With that guy being the hot hand on offense, you have to stay with him and just tell him that he's going to have to ride the wave for the last 6 minutes of this basketball game if you want to win and continue to play. Albany Tech basketball, and Deion Johnson with the ball up top. He gets fouled by Wallace Smith. And that's sending Johnson to the free throw line but before that, we have a timeout by East Georgia State. Full timeout. Score is still the same. The time is still the same. 5 minutes, 50 seconds, 55-49 in favor of East Georgia State. When we come back to live action, Deion Johnson will be at the line to shoot free throws. And we're back live. And Deion Johnson's at the free throw line. Shoot the one in. First free throw up and good. Looks like Albany Tech is hanging around in this game. This game could go either way as both teams have gone back and forth throughout the game. Second free throw is up and good as well. And Albany Tech comes with a full court press. The ball is in Jamari Etienne's hand. And number 2 goes up, draws the foul on. Deion Johnson picks up the foul. Team 6 foul, sending Wallace Smith to the line to shoot 2. with 5:26 left to go in the game. The score is 55-51 in favor of East Georgia State. First free throw up and no good by Mr. Smith. And second free throw is up and good. So he knocks down one of the two free throws, and Albany Tech basketball game down by 5 points. And they have to get a good shot attempt this possession. Let's see if they would go to Trey. No, they dump it down inside. For the dunk, it's Tobias Graham. Great find and great finish by Tobias. And with that dunk, it's a three-point ball game. East Georgia has the basketball. And they don't seem to be in any hurry to get a shot off. Drop it off to Rose in the short corner, and that's been his shot all night as he drains another short corner jump shot. And with that jumper made, it's a 5-point ball game in favor of East Georgia. Trey kicks it off. And looks like we have a illegal screen on Tobias Graham. East Georgia State basketball. And we get a turnover. Albany Tech quickly back up the court. Alley-oop to Graham missed, and we get a putback by Montrell Cicero for two. And we get a timeout by the coaches of East Georgia State. 3:53 left to go in the game. The score is 58-55. East Georgia State with a 3-point lead over Albany Tech. And at this function of the game, you have to value the basketball, and you can't give up turnovers and get easy baskets, because the turnover at this point of the game will almost likely lead to an easy basket on a fast break outlet pass, as it did for Albany Tech in that last possession. The coaches of East Georgia State is probably reiterating the issue of taking care of the basketball and getting quality time down the court to seal the win for this game. Shot attempt up and good. Mr. Rose with a bucket as he pros in the lane. Gathers himself, goes up and score the basket. And we get a turnover by Albany Tech. East Georgia State brings the ball into the front court. And they're moving the ball around. Wallace Smith with the jumper, no good. Rhodes with the follow-up tip and dunk. Albany Tech with another turnover. Cicero just cannot hold on to the basketball. And East Georgia quickly into the front court. 3-ball up and no good. Rebound goes to Albany Tech. Kickball. And we got a timeout by Albany Tech coach. Full timeout. 2:22 left to go in the game. The score is 62-55 in favor of East Georgia State. over Albany Tech. During this timeout, you think that both coaches are reiterating to their players to value the basketball and have no turnovers, get good quality shots. And also, both teams are in the bonus, so you should see some guys really attacking the rim, looking to pick up the foul. If they do not get the foul, kick it out to your open shooters that are spotting up to try to knock down the three-point shot or the mid-range jump shot. Let's see if both of these teams can do that and not turn the ball over and see which team is hungry enough to secure this win. 62 to 55. East Georgia State has a slight advantage over Albany Tech. It's Albany Tech's basketball. 2:22 left to go in the game. And let's see if either team can use those keys to victory to secure this win. And we got a foul on Wallace Smith with the reach in. And East Georgia State definitely did not need that foul about 25 feet away from the basket on the reach in foul by Wallace Smith. Sending Trey Gozier to the line to shoot two. A one-on-one, and the first one is good. So they're getting buckets without any time coming off of the clock. That is just what Albany Tech wants to do and exactly what East Georgia State does not want to happen. And we get a turnover just like that. And it is Albany Tech basketball. And we get a traveling violation on Fluellen. 2-minute steps. East Georgia State basketball, and looks like Albany Tech is going to come out with a full court man. Fluellen with the foul. Sending Eric Johnson to the line to shoot free throws. Team's 8th foul. Johnson at the line to shoot 1-on-1 for East Georgia State. Free throw up, no good. Fluellen gets the rebound, quickly outlets it to Mr. Trey. Brings it into the front court. 3-point shot by Fluellen, up and good. Timeout. Timeout, Albany Tech. And we have a 2-point basketball game. 1:57 left to go in this game. And just like I was stating earlier, before the timeout or right before the timeout, going to live play, that both teams have to value the basketball, take care of the ball, move it around, get some dribble drive penetration, which they shot a couple of free throws to get back into this free throw line, did Albany Tech. And then the big time shot by Fluellen, the big time three, with a nice extra pass by his teammates, and Fluellen steps into a rhythm 3-point jump shot to bring his team within 2 points and a chance to win this game. East Georgia State coaching staff is probably telling the guys that there's going to be a full court press applied by Albany Tech. You have to value the basketball in this situation. Make sure that your passes are there, crisp passes, Make sure you're setting good screens, and everything needs to be going to the basket to try to draw that foul to send yourself to the free throw line to give you an opportunity to shoot free throws to seal this game. Albany Tech coaching staff is probably telling them to play solid defense, do not get any reach-in fouls, no silly reach-in fouls, and cut off the straight line dribble drives, and do not allow number 14, Jamari Etienne, to shoot a wide open uncontested jump shot, or Mr. Wallace Smith. Those are the two key guys that Albany Tech has to focus in on this defensive possession. .156 left to go in the game. 62-60 is the score in favor of East Georgia State. They have the ball out of bounds as they try to get it in, and they do. And Albany Tech is with the full court man-to-man. And we get a blocking foul call on Fluellen. Sending Eric Johnson back to the line. Fluellen's third team foul. Fluellen actually did not need to foul in that situation. And as he plays more basketball, he will definitely realize that he didn't need to foul in that situation. He had this teammate coming over to trap the basketball. But great rebound by Fluellen. Did not hang his head. Got the rebound on that missed free throw attempt by Eric Johnson, and it did not hurt him. And we have a turnover by Trey Gozier with the turnover. And we get another foul call. 23. Montreal Cicero with the foul. I do not understand why these guys are taking chances and reaching in. The ball is 27 feet away from the goal. Because every foul from here on out is going to send both teams to the free throw line to shoot free throws. But lucky for Albany Tech, East Georgia is missing free throws. That's 4 consecutive misses by East Georgia State, and they are keeping Albany Tech in this game by missing those free throws. Albany Tech comes into the half court. And let's see if they can get something going to the rim. And they get exactly that. A little bit of contact, no foul call, to the disbelief of the coach for Albany Tech. 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2-point lead. East Georgia State has a basketball. And we get a foul call on number 23, Montreal Cicero. Sending Jamari Etienne to the free throw line to shoot. First free throw up and good. Second free throw for Etienne is up and good. And we get a turnover by Albany Tech and a quick foul by Albany Tech. That's Deion Johnson with the reach-in foul. Sending Etienne back to the free throw line. Or sending Wallace Smith to the free throw line. Sorry. Free throw up and no good. We got timeout, Albany Tech. 37.6 seconds left to go in the game. 64-60 is the score in favor of East Georgia State. We have a full timeout by Albany Tech. And let's see what the coaches can draw up on the sideline, what kind of play they can draw up on the sideline for Albany Tech. I'm sure if they miss this free throw and secure that rebound, they're going to try to get something back up the court and score quickly with Albany Tech looking to get a dribble drive, straight line dribble drive to get to the basket with a chance of a foul or kick it out to a wide open spot up shooter. East Georgia State is going to play solid defense and do not foul, do not send them to the free throw line, and let them shoot free throws without any time coming off of the clock. And I'm pretty sure that's what both coaches are explaining to their teams at this point in time of the game. We're here at the Corral, Georgia Highlands, home of the Georgia Highlands Chargers, where they have the day off, and they will play tomorrow night at 7:30. Wallace Smith at the line, shoots, knocks down the free throw. With that, we have a 5-point lead by East Georgia State. And I want to give a shout out to the Georgia Highlands Lady Chargers for winning their regional championship on Saturday night. Great job, Lady Chargers, way to go. And we get a foul and a basket. Fouls on number 24, Milton Rose of East Georgia State. .5 seconds left to go in the game. And Trey Gaugier is at the free throw line and knocks it down, completes the three-point play. And just like that, we have a 2-point game, 65-63 in favor of East Georgia State. And for some reason, the coach for Albany Tech subs out Trey Gaugier for after that free throw. And we get a quick foul. Fluellen reaches in, gets the foul call. His fourth foul, sending number 11, Jamari Baker, to the free throw line. He will shoot two. First free throw up and good. It's a big time free throw by Mr. Baker. And we get a timeout by East Georgia State. Full timeout. And again, we're going to give a shout out to the Georgia Highlands Lady Chargers on their victory, winning the regional championship this past Saturday. Great job by the Lady Chargers. See, Jamari Baker is at the line, ready to shoot his second free throw. 22 seconds left to go in the game. The score is 66-63 in favor of East Georgia State. And the free throw is up and good. Albany Tech inbounds the ball quickly up the court. Floater is up, no good. Out of bounds. Albany Tech basketball. 14.2 seconds left to go. Three-point shot up by Trey. No good. Rebound. East Georgia State. And Trey nearly steals it and does. Out to Fluellen for three. Three-point shot is up and good. And we get a quick timeout by Albany Tech. 30-second timeout by Albany Tech. Fluellen gets that three-point shot to fall and gives his team a slight 1-point disadvantage. Great steal by Trey Gozer, who's done it on both ends of the court tonight for Albany Tech to keep his team into this game. And right now, all East Georgia State has to do is get the ball in, receive the foul, and knock down free throws. And we get a foul by Trey Gozier. It's Trey's third personal foul. And we have a timeout by Albany Tech. 0.7 seconds left to go in the game. It's a 1-point game in favor of East Georgia State over Albany Tech. When we come back to live action, East Georgia State will be going to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. And if you're wondering why it's all of a sudden a 1-point game, well, Trey Gozier stole the ball on the inbound pass from East Georgia State, quickly kicks it over to Fluellen, who spots up and shoots a 3-point shot to bring them within 1 point. Now, we have 0.7 seconds left to go in this basketball game. And we have number 2, Wallace Smith for East Georgia State, who can go to the line and hit both of these free throws to make it at least have Albany Tech shoot a 3-point heave from half court or beyond to tie this game up. Correction, that's Savon Wilson that's at the free throw line for East Georgia State. And the first one is good. Any kind of tip ball or deflected basketball on this rebound, and the game is pretty much all but over. And East Georgia State will come out of here with a victory. Second free throw up and good. Shot attempt, no good. And East Georgia State comes out victorious. The score is 69-66. East Georgia State over Albany Tech. And that will do it for us tonight, folks, here at the Corral. See you and good night.